Hello guys, today I and Hazia would like to share with you all why we should have a trip to Japan. So we know that Japan is the most amazing tourist destination and it offers many unique experiences that you cannot find in any other part of the world. The culture of this country is an interesting blend of Eastern traditions and Western modernity that can be seen everywhere. Japan is one of the oldest civilizations and has a beautiful and diverse history. His stunning, diverse scenery with mountains and breathtaking views which are much appreciated by the Japanese offers so many different experiences that attract tourists from all corners of the world. We know that we have a lot of the best place in Japan that we can visit. Let me share with you all a few places that we must visit if we have a trip to Japan. Firstly, we can go to Mount Fuji, historic Kyoto, Imperial Tokyo, Osaka Castle, and Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. If I have a chance to visit Japan one day, the first place that I would like to go is Mount Fuji. It is because Mount Fuji has for centuries been celebrated in art and literature and is now considered so important an icon that UNESCO recognized its world cultural significance in 2013. Mount Fuji is climbed by more than 1 million people each summer as an act of pilgrimage, which culminates in watching the sunrise from its summit. Other than that, we can go to Chiba Sangaku National Park and the Japanese Alps, the Atsuka Shrine Nagoya and Fukuoka Castle and the City Ancients Festival. All of these best places we can learn something new from that and we can create a lot of beautiful memories. We also can snap a lot of beautiful pictures to show and share the experience with friends and family. All the best place in Japan after we going back to our country. I'm sure that Japan is the best place that we can go to holiday and it can make our holiday more beautiful and we can enjoyable. Okay, next I want to share with you all the cost to trip to Japan. Did you know that Japan use yen currency? 1 yen equal to 0.037 cent. So it means yen currency is higher than ringgit Malaysia. So before we travel to Japan, we need to know the cost and manage our budget wisely. Average worldwide flight costs to Japan from all airports are between 948 ringgit and 1,696 per person, while for economy flights are 2,977 to 5,325 for first class. For example, AirAsia and Malaysia Airlines has 115 flights every week to Japan. Book great deals on flight to visit the popular cities in Japan like Nagoya with their cheap fares. We will be able to fly across all of Japan. We should plan to spend around 14,991 yen, which is 524 ringgit Malaysia per day on your vacation in Japan, which is the average daily prices based on the expenses for meals and local transportation for one day. It is just a budget. Maybe you can create and manage your own budget personally. Lastly is about Japan hotel prices. The traveler need to spend around 189 yen per weeknight and 204 yen per weekend night for one person at a business hotel. Single travelers looking to lower their budget may want to try hostel or capsule hotel which run about 3,500 yen per night. Luxury hotels such as the Hilton or Marriott and Ryokan Japanese inns typically charge per person and not per room. To save our budget to book hotel, we can use Agoda or Trivago apps to make price comparison and it's easy to us.
If you come to visit Japan or any other country, the main important part is food. Japan was known for the raw cuisine of food. The traditional Japanese food was based on rice, miso soup, and the other dishes. There's an emphasis on seasonal ingredients. Side dishes often consist of fish, pickled vegetable, and the pickled vegetable need to be cooked in the brush or in the miso soup. Seafood is also common in Japanese food. They often grill, but they also serve raw as sashimi or sushi. Here's other top 30 dishes that popular in Japan and should we all try if visit Japan. Some of these lists may available in our country, such as sushi, udon, tofu, tonkatsu, and takoyaki. But trust me, the taste was different from our country because it is their origin food. So if I were you, I'm not gonna let these chances go away. Did you know culture attraction in Japan? Japan, it is a place where traditional and modern culture mix to create something incomparable. Their experience are unlike anywhere else, but if you come unprepared, you might miss out. Here's a list of the top culture to be seek out in Japan. Did you know Japanese garden and old townscape? Since gardening is an important Japanese art that has been practiced for over 1,000 years ago, they are still keep tree even in the city area, and for old townscape, they are still available in Japan, and the visitor are often go there because it is typical historical Japanese houses. How about onsen? Do you know onsens are the country hot springs and the bathing facility that have traditional inns around them? As a volcanically active country, Japan has many onsens scattered through all its major islands. Onsens come in many types and shapes, including outdoor and indoor baths. Nowadays, as most households has their own bath, the number of traditional public baths has decreased, but the number of sightseeing hot spring town has increased because visitors need have some experience being bathing in the onsen. As for traditional Japanese clothing, we all know that kimono represents Japan's traditional costume. Kimono means something to wear, and it is a symbol of elegance and grace. In Kansai area, kimono wearing experiences was popular. As a general rule, women's kimono tend to have a very bright and colorful seasonal design, while men kimono tend to have a plainer design and darker color. Kimono still be wearing of Japanese people for wedding dress. They are still wearing kimono for such occasion. And last, majestic Mount Fuji, or also known as Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji was the most recognizable landmark or symbol of Japan because it is the highest mountain peak, towering about 3,776 meters and tall enough to be seen from Tokyo more than 100 kilometers away. It is so beautiful, and if we go there, we can have a beautiful picture even from afar because it is so big and beautiful. Before having a trip to some country, we need to seek for accommodations that available with our budget. So here's other 7 accommodations that's available in Japan that I seek if I want to go there. First of all, yacht hotel, western hotel, business hotel, ryokan, shukubo, capsule hotel, homestay and farmstay. So let's check it out. Western hotel is elegant and comfortable to stay, but it is so pricey. Business hotel, the style was same as western but smaller, but it is nice because located near train station and the price was economically. Ryokan was the traditional inn, the traditional Japanese houses with traditional items. As for capsule hotel, it was known as port hotel, small, elegant and private. As for shukubo, it was a temple stay. If you want to experience a life like a monk, you can stay there because it will provide you breakfast as a monk. As for yacht hotel, it welcomes backpacker and traveler at all age. Rooms like dormitory, but they also provide family rooms, twins room and single room, and the price was so cheap. Homestay and farmstay, if your goals is to immerse yourself in Japanese traditional culture, the owner will teach you the experience. You will have to cooking, farming and do others volunteer work if you stay there. So that's all from me. Thank you.